a person asking a question like, how do I start to heal from this relationship I just come out of was so emotionally abusive and unhealthy? Stop talking about him. Stop talking about her. We need to be talking about you. What made you think it was a great idea to be in that relationship in the first place? Why did you stay? A healthy person, this subject comes up so much, but a healthy person, let me illustrate it this way. All right, you are as clean as can be. You don't even drink alcohol. You don't take drugs. You're just as clean as can be. And then one day you visit Las Vegas, all right? And you're walking the strip in Las Vegas, and you come across a bunch of heroin addicts, a bunch of homeless heroin addicts. How comfortable would you feel in that situation? How long would it take you in that situation for you to go, this is not for me. I don't fit here. So I don't wish ill on any of these people, and some of them are very likable, but I'm just not going to spend a lot of time here with these folks. Have some conversation, jokes, and then part ways, right? If you see each other later, you're cordial, but it's not like you're going to invite them over for turkey dinner. Why is that? It's incompatible. Their way of life is incompatible with your way of life. Now, that is exactly the type of thing that happens when an emotionally healthy person begins dating, meets somebody who is emotionally unhealthy, who has especially if they have an emotional disorder, but it doesn't have to be that far. It can just be they could just be emotionally unhealthy. So imagine that you're a perfectly healthy person, you're content, you're experiencing authentic contentment, life is good for you. I mean, maybe you've got some struggles here and there, but emotionally speaking, you're doing very well. You're very content with life, content with yourself. And now you go on a date with somebody who is not emotionally healthy. They're not content with themselves. They hate themselves, which is at the root of all emotional disorders, by the way. And they don't ascribe any inherent value to your feelings or to you. It's all about what you're wearing, how you look, how much you weigh that day. You know, that's how weight works, by the way, I hope. It goes up and it goes down. That's real life. It's not a movie. In real life, people's weight is always fluctuating. You know, the idea that a woman can meet a guy and go, oh, he just fooled me. You know, he hid all these things. Okay, so he wasn't busting glasses and stuff. But he can't hide his attitude about things, right? You can't hide your real attitude about things. You can't. So an emotionally healthy person, before that first supper has ended, will know this doesn't fit. It is not harmonious with me and the way that I live and my attitudes. It's just not harmonious. Now, there are some physical things. You might get into a sexual relationship with the person. That's not what I'm talking about. You can have a sexual relationship with somebody and not be in a committed type of thing. What I'm talking about is bringing them into your life, making them an aspect of your life, you know, a committed relationship. It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. So when I talk to people and they're like, oh, he fooled me. No, he didn't fool you. You just don't know what you're seeing. You don't know how to identify what you're looking at, because many of those attitudes and stuff are just common for you. They're normal for you. Those also are the attitudes and norms of your life, many of them. Maybe your parents didn't throw plates and everything and punch the walls and kick the dog and stuff. But the underlying attitudes were the same nonetheless. Orange slices are brief highlights from the Last Symptom podcast. Subscribe to full audio episodes of the show on any major podcast platforms such as Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Amazon Music, and more. While I've got you chewing on that, like this video, pretty please. Might as well press subscribe while you're at it. I bet you a nickel you know somebody who's overdue for hearing some of these things, so go on, forward this video to them.